Great, so Hal, I really appreciate you setting up this meeting today. It's great to see you again. Matt, Kim, looking forward to working with you in 2020. My name's Chris March, Field Account Executive for SHI. I'm responsible for the overarching relationship between SHI and NRG. Today's meeting is really about alignment of our two organizations. So as we look into 2020, looking at your mission statement, I want to give you a little bit of a flair about what SHI is all about. So as you go back to your desk and think about your 2020 goals, KPIs, and some of the challenges that you'll face, you'll understand where SHI fits into the mix. And so with that, SHI is an $11 billion global IT solutions provider of hardware, software, and custom IT solutions. We're the largest female minority-owned business in the United States. We're privately held. We have absolutely no debt on our balance sheet. We'll talk about why that's really important in just a moment. By the numbers, we're 4,200 employees strong, 500 technical engineers. We're across 35 offices, both domestically and internationally. And so regardless of where NRG takes its business, SHI is there to support you. Now we talk about being privately held without any debt. Ty Lee, our president and CEO, started the company back in 1989. She took $1 million investment and grew the business into what today is an $11 billion organization. But I want to highlight the star on the screen. Back in 2009, Hal Jagger and Ty got together, and Hal's our vice president, general manager. They saw an opportunity to grow out the mid-market space. And I think you could see from the left-hand side of the column here, it turned out to be a pretty good decision for SHI. But Kim, the reason I bring that up is because 2009 was the heart of our recession, right? We had the housing crisis. But SHI was in a financial position to help our customers out because we had such a great balance sheet. So whether it's 2009 or whether it's 2015 and oil prices are impacting your business, we're there to support you. And so what's our secret sauce? We are passionate about delivering exceptional value and experience as we help our customers select, deploy, and manage technology. And so when we think of SHI, we're thinking about a few things. I want you to think about the scale and portfolio of an international reseller, but the value, the expertise, and the resources of that local VAR. Now, when we talk about scale, I want you to think about two things: purchasing power and partnerships. With $11 billion in revenue, one of the things that we talk about is driving down the customer cost of acquisition. And so when you go out to get those goods and services, what we want to do is pass along those savings to you so you can hit those numbers. And since we're privately held without any debt, we don't have shareholders to shell out dividends. We don't have private equity taking off the top. Those dollars go right back into your business so that you can reinvest. When we talk about partnerships, we've got the largest portfolio of any reseller out there. And as a result, we're a top 5 partner among all those major OEMs. We also support some of the budding emerging technologies and some of those disruptors in the cloud marketplace that I think we'll hear about today. Now, as a result, Ty has done a phenomenal job of bringing us resources to help support our customers. And that comes in the form of pre-sales, post-sales, ITAM, licensing executive, cloud adoption specialists, migration specialists, security engineers. And what I believe is when we combine those two things, it creates a best-in-class customer experience, and that's backed by the highest customer retention rating in the business. And so ultimately, what does this mean for you, Kim, Matt, and Hal? Last year, we created a customer advisory board. And we got our customers together and asked them what's important to them in 2020. And this is what they came up with. So Kim, when I think about the modernized data center, I think about your investments in Pure and HPE. And Hal, you mentioned having a data lake that's on-premise. What if we were to take some of those workloads and leverage something like public cloud, whether it be AWS or Azure, and using tools like Power BI, Tableau, or AWS's Redshift to deliver business insight through automation back to the business so that your end users can make more efficient and effective decisions for the business. When I look at the connected and collaborative workforce, I think about your plant workers, but I think about your account executives and being able to access any application on any device from anywhere on the globe in a secured environment. Think about tools like WebEx and Zoom and a UCaaS platform like RingCentral so that we can give video chat to those account executives who are trying to break into a millennial clientele that would much rather video chat than come into an office. Now, all of this comes with new security concerns. And we talk about compliance and we talk about configuration in the cloud. And it's up to SHI to bring in the right partnerships for you to help minimize those risks. Lastly, around optimized procurement, this is really simple. It's a streamlining of workflow to lower your overhead costs, reduce that time, and leveraging tools like EDI, maybe not ServiceNow, but Workday or Ariba, and really our e-commerce platform, which is shi.com, and our ability to aggregate all of your renewal and maintenance contracts under one umbrella so that we can negotiate those costs, help you control those contracts, and put money back in your pocket. So what does this look like from an engagement perspective? Everything starts with you and your goals at NRG, but ultimately it's up to me to quarterback and make sure we have the right partnerships in place. So when we think about the modern data center, I think about maybe sending you out to Washington and do an executive briefing center with Amazon and Microsoft. But I'd also like my hybrid cloud architect to tag along. So as we build out that new cloud platform, we're configuring it right. So we minimize security. We help you with adoption. We help you with optimizing those workloads once they're out there to give you money back in your pocket. In the connected and collaborative workspace, I look and I think about, Integration Center in New Jersey, being able to deploy Windows 10 devices through our Zero Touch platform to all of your end users. And tying it all through security, and that may be a simple baseline assessment, but maybe we look at something like a managed SOC through somebody like Arctic Wolf. Now up until this point, this is all words and big ideas, but really it's a plan of action. And so my commitment to you going forward is that we sit down and we understand your business goals and your technology goals. I meet with your team on a regular basis, and we understand what we're looking to do. We engage the right resources, and at the end of the day, I believe that if we're aligned together, we'll look back on 2020 as a success. And with that, I'd like to open up to feedback and any questions. Thank you.
Good job. Appreciate it. Good job. Thanks, Matt. That was really well done.
Thank you.